What's up, everybody? It's your boy Yeet here, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm coming at you with my 44 card Shaddoll Invoked deck profile with the new ban list. This is posted. This is going to be posted on 2/28/2020. I haven't taken this deck to a locals yet, but I've been playtesting this deck at home and against my other decks for a while now. I was going to plan on taking this to a locals tomorrow, and I still might take it tomorrow, and if I do, I will let you know. But I'm going to be bringing a different variant of this deck, but I wanted to post this version of it because that's the first version I have for you guys. So without further ado, I'm going to explain to you my card choices and why every single one of these 44 cards is in my deck. So let's get right into it. Also, just so you know, I do have a side deck, but I'd like to keep that a secret. I'll tell you. I'll kind of tell you what some of the cards are, but I have a lot of tech cards in the side deck. But like some of the side deck for this deck is going to be like 3 Super Poly, Book of Moon, Twin Twisters, and Lost Wind. But that's subject to change. But the rest of the rest of the cards in the deck are going to be like fusion cards. I side some other fusion cards I side in against other matchups, like zombies and heroes. But yeah, onto the main deck. 44 cards, like I said. Hold up, something's wrong with my deck. Alright, we're good. Starting out with the main deck. Of course, since this is a Shaddoll Invoked deck profile, we play my triple Alistair the Invoker, aka my alter ego. I love this card with my heart and soul. It's been my favorite card in Yu-Gi-Oh! For as long as I can remember, ever since this card came out. I've loved this card. I love this card. I love this card. I can't say it enough. My boy searches out Invocation with Invosight and then add and boost up my fusion monsters. It's a really good starter. Unless you're playing against Gamma, which is why I'm feeling like this deck is not going to be as great. But I'm still going to be playing Alistair in the new version, but I don't know how much longer my boy can be handling. Next up, we play 3 copies of Shaddoll Windy. Great new card, extender of the deck. If you flip, you can special summon a Shaddoll monster from your deck and face up or face down. And if she's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can special summon 1 Shaddoll monster from your deck and face down defense position. So she's literally a searcher of the deck. You send her, and then you special summon Ariel after you dump Shaddoll Incarnation with Construct. You literally can get Construct back for free. That's like the staple video move you can see on YouTube, but yeah. 3 Wendy. Next, I play 3 copies of Squamata. Love this card. It's like another Foolish Burial of the deck for Shaddoll cards, and also the biggest Shaddoll monster you have in your main deck. So yeah, 3 Squamata. 2 copies of Shaddoll Hedgehog. Your spell and trap card searcher if it's flip face up, and then if it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can add a Shaddoll monster from your deck to your hand. So really good adder and really good reinforcement of the army. Shaddoll Beast, I love this. This is like your draw power of the deck. Just 2 copies of it. Usually what I will do is I'll like pitch Hedgehog with Beast here and or Ariel. I never want to open up Ariel in my hand, but it does happen sometimes. But anyways, I love Shaddoll Beast because it's flip and draw 2 and then discard 1. If it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, I draw 1. It's like my draw power of this deck. I love Shaddoll Beast. 1 Shaddoll Dragon for clearing back row. 1 copy, for clearing back row and also for getting rid of problematic cards. Like this card can out Baguska. This card can out opponent's windows. I love this card. It's really good. I might even up that to 2. Shaddoll Ariel. The only reason this card's in the deck is not just for the banishing effect, but because it works with the Incarnation combo. So yeah, you play Shaddoll Ariel. Shaddoll Falco. If it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, special summon. Otherwise, it's flip special summon a Shaddoll monster from your graveyard, except Shaddoll Falco. So it's pretty good. 2 copies of Damage Juggler for the Clown Engine. Love this card. It searches your Performance Trick Clown, which is the only Trick Clown you play in this deck. Unless you're in the side deck, which, by the way, I forgot to mention, you do play 1 Hat Trigger in the side deck as well, because I have the Dweller Engine side deck, because this is more of an element version. You'll see what I mean. 2 Perform H Trick Clown, sent to the graveyard, and then you pay 1k to special summon it, the Eternal Entertainer. Love this card. It's also light for Construct. Mathematician. extra Foolish Burial of the deck. I'm contemplating saying this is a better starter than my Alter Ego Alistair, but for now I'm playing one copy of it. I've tested out more than one copy, but I don't play Shekanaga, El Shaddoll Shekanaga in the extra deck, but I do play it in the side deck. But you know, it's there. It's a nice Foolish Burial. Likes to send cards and gets extensions out. So yeah, Mathematician. Next, even though she's dropped in price, I don't really have Gamma, so I'm stuck playing 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, so I have some hand trap. I'm going to be honest though, even though this helps me get into Grista, I'm contemplating saying that that hand traps just aren't cutting it right now. I might just have to pick up Drolls, but oh man, it's really hard to say that anything is good. But Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring is here. That's it for the monsters. On to the spells cards. Since we are playing Alistair, we play 3 copies of Magical Meltdown to search out my Alter Ego, and we also play Magical Meltdown to make sure our opponent can't interrupt our fusion plays. And then to search out Magical Meltdown, of course, we play the 1 Terraforming. And then since we have Alistair, we play 3 Invocation, my Pride and Joy, my card I love to search. And the only problem with Invocation is when you're summoning the Shaddoll cards, they have to be from the hand. It's not the greatest fusion, but it's a fusion nevertheless. But otherwise, you can banish another card from the graveyard, and it's really good. Shaddoll Fusion. This card's really, really nice for OTKs. So you can fuse in a Shaddoll monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion materials. And if your owner controls a special summon monster from the extra deck, you can also send monsters from your deck as fusion materials, which is really good to not only get off their effects, but also to literally use any attribute you want. So great card. This card I might even contrapend is better than Shaddoll Fusion, El Shaddoll Fusion, because you can literally fusion summon during your opponent's turn. This card is nutty. It goes around Imperial Order. It goes around a lot of shit. This is really good. You like, okay, Vanity's Fiend, chain this. Okay, chain that. Chain everything with Shaddoll Fusion, El Shaddoll Fusion, and you can fusion summon during your opponent's turn. I can't tell you how nutty this card is. So they're about to remove one window, fusion summon using El Shaddoll Fusion to summon another window and protect your one window. Like, this card is disgusting. People need to play 3 copies of this card, and don't ever take out a card for side. Call by the Grave, so we can assure we go off with our plays. If they're playing hand traps to stop us, we need to have Call by the Grave to stop our opponent. Like, Droll and Lock is pretty nasty against this deck. Evenly Match and Dark Ruler No More we don't really worry about in this deck, except actually Dark Ruler No More does really kill this deck, but Evenly Matched and Lightning Storm actually help this deck a lot. So yeah, Foolish Burial to send a card and get extensions out. Pot of Avarice, another way of draw power. I also play Pot of Avarice in here because sometimes I'm running out of my fusion cards, or sometimes I just want to see see more cards that I need back from my graveyard back into the deck. So this card helps me get there and also gets me some draw power. And it's also a pretty good side out card. The 1 Shaddoll Incarnation is really good in there. If you open up this card, it's not terrible, but it's like, okay, if you open up this card, there are ways to play around it, but if you open up both this and Aerial, you're fucked. That's the end of that. You definitely want to see both Aerial and that in your hand. If you have Aerial in your hand, the only way of getting it back into your deck and going off into the combo that most people know about is putting it back in the deck with Pot of Avarice. And I'm sad to say that doesn't really happen. If you open up Aerial, you might as well find another win condition other than that. But yeah, the Incarnation. And then the last card I play is the Shaddoll Core. I love this card. Since I side Super Polymerization, this card is nasty. You literally can just say, okay, special summon Shaddoll Core, Super Polymerization, during my opponent's turn. Have fun playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I love this card. Even if you open it. Set it. One time, I contemplated putting in True King of All Calamities. Because of the amount of times I put Shaddoll Core on the field, I was like, Shaddoll Core. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's not this one. It's Makaba. This plus Makaba, who's level 9, equals True King of All Calamities. But yeah, that's the 44 card list. That's the whole main deck. Off to the extra deck. 2 copies of Shaddoll Construct. Another mirror of the deck. It's your my Marionetter, my 1 Shaddoll monster plus 1 light monster, and this is not a once per turn effect, and it's great. All Shaddoll fusion monsters have the ability, if they're sent to the graveyard, you can target a Shaddoll spell or attack card in your graveyard and add it to your hand. El Shaddoll Winda, stop special summoning. This card hurts you as well, but you need to play it because it's what makes this deck really good right now. It can't be destroyed by opponent's card effects, and the only way you can really save this card from battle, I'll show you as well, because I have a way that this card literally just becomes unkillable. One Shaddoll, El Shaddoll Apcolone, contemplating uplisting to 2 because I use it pretty often. It helps, it's one of the new cards, so it's 2 Shaddoll monsters with different attributes, so it's really kind of easy to get on the field. And if this card is special summoned, you can target one face card on the field and negate its effects, and if this card is sent to the graveyard, when add Shaddoll card from your Shaddoll card, not spell or trap card, from your graveyard to your hand, and then discard one. So it's really good to recycle the cards. Next up, I play the El Shaddoll Grista of this deck. I love this card. This card counters Nibiru. This one and Shekinaga and are the only 2 cards you have this deck to counter Nibiru. And the Aqua one really stops, it's like an extra dweller of this deck. So yeah, Grista is really good at the cost of there, and I have a lot of ways to firing at. And then this card, man, I cannot tell you, people slept on this card. If you get this card in the structure deck, and for the love of God, why do they not play this deck? Astounds me. El Shaddoll Wendigo. Beautiful, beautiful card. It's 1 Shaddoll monster plus 1 wind monster. Dig this effect. Must be fusion summoned, okay? Quick effect. You can target 1 monster you control this turn. It cannot be destroyed by battle with an opponent's special summoned monster. El Shaddoll Wendigo is fusion summoned. Protects Winda. By the way, the effect of El Shaddoll Wendigo does not have to be activated when it is fusion summoned. It can be survived on the field. It can be brought back from incarnation. As long as it's on the field, quick effect. Target 1 monster, and that's... By the way, tell me how it says. You can only use this effect of El Shaddoll Wendigo once per turn, and then after that it's a reuser. But my God, this card is amazing. You can use this with Wendy. You can use this with Core. I love Wendigo for just protection. It's crazy good. Since we are playing the Invoked package, this was Makaba. Discard and negate a card. Discard same card of the version. Protect it. Purgatrio for all that attacks and fire using. Ragin for controlling of the board. We don't play Kaligo. We play Kaligo on the side deck, by the way. Borel Sword Dragon for ultimate attack. Sadly, I don't have Appaloosa, so I play Nightmare Unicorn. If you have Appaloosa, this is what you replace it with. But I have used the 3-card ones to discard and then shuffle a problematic card back into the main deck, so it's not terrible. I'm seriously considering cutting this card out. No matter how much I love Alistair, I'm seriously considering cutting out Alistair, the Invoker Menace. And I'll tell you what I'd be substituting with. Daybreaker, the magical knight that comes in the structure deck for the spellcasters, all-out spellcasters, because here's one major issue with this card. 2 monsters with different types and different attributes. Literally, half your deck is Dark Spellcaster. The only way that you get this card on the board is with using, Core, with Ariel, with Wendy, with you can't even use Mathematician because it's a Spellcaster. It's just so hard to get this card out. But it's in there. Cross Sheep. This card is nasty. Keeps jumping at price, picking up while you can't. And my Curry Funny Bunny, Almirage. So yeah, it's kind of a speedy deck profile, and if you want me to show you deck combos with this deck, I'll definitely bring that to you if you want to see it. But I'm going to be kind of wrapping up this video kind of fast. I won't show my extra deck as my side deck because I kind of like to keep that a secret. But I kind of told you some of the cards I had, but the fusion cards I had, I'm not really there. But yeah, this is the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to turn on notifications. Like and subscribe down below if you haven't already. Comment what you think about the deck and any other changes you think I should be in there. Alright, this is Ya Boy Yeet signing out. Peace out, guys.